Sharper Point Commentary, presented by Schwartz Laser Eye Center.
Last night, after picking up my 9-year-old from gymnastics, I got home in just enough time to catch really the majority of Donald Trump's acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention. I would have only caught about a third of his speech if he'd stuck to the script, but he decided to go off script with some very mixed results. Yes, there was a changed man on that stage last night. Almost dying will do that to anyone, and Trump was at his best last night while delivering something he's not been known for. Poignant moments, talking about the victims injured by his would-be assassin.
Our love and prayers are with them and always will be. We're never going to forget them.
And the retired fire chief who attended Trump's fateful rally with his family.
He lost his life selflessly, acting as a human shield to protect them from flying bullets.
He brought Corey Comprator's firefighting turnouts and helmet to the stage.
What a fine man he was.
That stuff was amazing and showed a different side of Donald Trump. But he had to deliver red meat, and while he could have talked about securing our border and done so in terms that were firm, did he really need to include this?
The Republican platform promises to launch the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
The one change that may not have been for the positive is something that NBC News chief political analyst Chuck Todd agreed with me on, that Trump seemed older last night. And Chuck talked that up to, at least in part, to the fact that because of the injury to his ear, the former president couldn't dye the hair on the side of his head. But when he went off script is when things got really weird.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter.
Really?
He'd love to have you for dinner.
But is that any more bizarre than wrestler Hulk Hogan, who has spent more money on dyeing his hair than Donald Trump ever will, coming out on stage to rip off his shirts?
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania.
In 2016, I was at the Republican National Convention where Scott Baio was a featured speaker. So I can't say that wrestlers are weirder than actors who starred in Joni Loves Chachi back in the 70s. But it just was kind of weird. I didn't quite know how to wrap my head around kinder, gentler Donald Trump. And seeing him not get kinder, gentler on some of the issues that he could have, and still been very firm that he's the better choice for president, kind of left me a little unsatisfied.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.